Good evening and happy birthday, Gemini Men. Welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do for you, German, is to go on and give you a who's coming towards you reading of the predominant female type energy that I'm kind of seeing coming towards you from now until the end of this month. And gentlemen, if you've yet to subscribe, please take a few moments to do so now. And I'd like to let you know that this is a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone, so please check sun, your sun and moon and rising. Okay? Gentlemen, also, I'm going to be using my regular cards as already illustrated here, as well as a few additional cards to kind of give you a bit more parting advice into your situation. Okay? So, gentlemen, let's go on and get started here. And I'm going to go on and first examine the regular cards and uh, just make a few general observations as to this woman that I'm kind of seeing coming uh, towards you, gentlemen. Okay? Gentlemen, she seems to be a bit stressed, or she seems like she has a very, very low self esteem. I'm feeling when looking at these cards. And sometimes, gentlemen, her personality to me appears annoying. Okay? I'm feeling a strong instance or a strong sense that this woman appears to be like a very mature or elderly, type woman, and she appears to be very experienced. I feel that she's very creative, artistic, even possibly German psychic. Okay, I'm also getting a sense that she's very sensitive to it, and it looks like she tries to um, display a positive attitude. I'm feeling that she's also an opportunist, okay? And I do feel, gentlemen, that you'll feel or you are, she may already be present in your life now. And some of you, I feel that you're going to feel a strong soulmate type connection with her, okay? And she appears also very stable and, family oriented. And for some of you, she might even work as a landlord or something in some sense, or she might even already be your wife. Okay? So, gentlemen, let's go on and get started. And I'm going to first examine the card falling to the bottom of the deck here. And we have that Eight of Spades. Okay? And, gentlemen, that certainly represents an air type sign. An Aries. I'm sorry, a Libra, Aquarius, and or Gemini. And this card always denotes a lot of stress and worry. So, it shows a sense that your union or the connection that you're going to be having with this woman, and gentlemen, it may be more than one here. It seems it's an unhealthy type union or a very manipulative type one. Even, gentlemen, quite potentially an obsession that I'm kind of feeling here. Okay? So, gentlemen, in order for you to kind of understand my message here, I'm going to go on and first, start off by examining your past situation and now, and just to see what you could expect to experience with this woman, okay? I'm seeing here once again, just looking at these batch of cards here, gentlemen, which, kind of personify, the past there. That kind of shows, I'm seeing a lot of worry and stress. And it shows, as I already indicated from the bottom card, a very unhealthy type union. And it appears quite a very manipulative type one, even an obsession, okay? Um, I'm feeling, too, that, this relationship involved a lot of seduction, I'm feeling. And it feels that perhaps it might have been some type of ongoing or off-going type union. And that kind of became more united. But I'm feeling that it was, as I've already indicated, with an older woman or a mature type woman. And it also appears, too, that there may have been a long waiting period of something that you've experienced, okay? So let's move on and just examine these batch of cards here just to see what I'm kind of seeing coming up for you in the future. Okay? I'm seeing somewhat of a twist of fate or a surprise or an opportunity, gentlemen, that's coming up for you, okay? I'm seeing this, those cards kind of denote some type of a second chance, and it shows that many of you will either reconcile your differences and or find a new romance. And this card kind of asks, those cards there kind of ask you to kind of remain positive in a sense, okay? Because in one sense, I feel that you feel that your future looks quite pleasant I feel that you're kind of on your way to clearing up problems and communication, and I'm feeling that the two of you are gonna like share your heart with one another. And the cards here are kind of indicating, some of you might be willing to take a risk or take another chance, but some of you may even decide to kind of move on down the road, okay? Because when you're looking at these last two cards here, it looks like that a lot of you really want to settle down or you want more structure in your relationship. And this denotes that many of you are, in fact, are moving towards a more secure or um, more secure type relationship. Even perhaps even starting a family, okay? But these cards are kind of telling you to kind of trust your intuition and go with your gut as it relates to this woman. Now let's go on and just get more in depth here, and I'm going to go on and get more depth in the cards just to give you more clarity or a more physical description of this woman so that you can recognize her. Okay, let's go on and get started with the Seven of Clubs there, and that represents, gentlemen, a fire sign. So that could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. And this card certainly shows that, gentlemen, this woman of here is very popular. I'm feeling, and she's very creative, and it looks like she loves to party a great deal. Okay, I'm also getting a sense, too, gentlemen, that um, she's a bit promiscuous or she's very street smart and kind of outgoing, you know. I'm also feeling that she's very attractive, and gentlemen, she might even likes to garden, or she works in like advertising or networking, or she might be a consultant of some sort. I'm kind of feeling. Okay, I'm also getting a feeling, gentlemen, that this woman appears to look at these cards here. She seems like she worries a lot, very incessantly. Even perhaps, gentlemen, bites her nails, and she stays very anxious. Okay, and I'm picking up water type signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, as well as gentlemen, air signs: Libra, Gemini, and or Aquarius. Okay. Now with this woman, I feel that she's also very picky. Okay. And it looks like, gentlemen, that she has, it looks like a receding type hairline, and might well wear um, hair extensions or a wig or something, I'm kind of feeling. And she might even, gentlemen, work at a very stressful job, or she might be an inspector of some sort, or kind of work on in a factory, or either possibly an assembly, or for some of you, she might even recently lost her job. I'm kind of getting a sense for some of you, okay? I'm also feeling too that I'm also getting strong earth energy to it as well in this reading, okay? And that's Taurus, okay? Capricorn and Virgo. So it looks like we have all of the energies here present, okay? And I'm kind of feeling that this woman, again, is very creative. She's intuitive and very psychic, and yet, gentlemen, very moody at times, okay? And I also feel that she has a very curvaceous figure, okay? And for some of you, gentlemen, she might even be a counselor, and again, once again, a psychic or a psychiatrist or some sort, or does some type of work with the public, okay? I'm seeing a very full face for some of you, gentlemen, and I'm seeing a pale skin for some of you, okay? And she could even be a celebrity or a very famous type person too, gentlemen, okay? I'm also feeling once again that she appears to be very motherly, immature, gentlemen, and I'm seeing that she has graying hair, but she's very set in her ways and established, and once again experienced. And for some of you, gentlemen, she might even be a veteran, or she works with like older type groups of people, or she's retired. For some of you, or she might even run a family practice or a spa of some sort, or perhaps, gentlemen, even be a social worker or a divorcee of some sort. Okay, I'm also feeling, gentlemen, just to looking at these types of those cards there. She also seems to have this happy-go-lucky type attitude, and her personality is very bubbly. And I feel that for some of you, she might even be a gambler and like a risk type taker. And I'm kind of also seeing green, blue, or either hazel type eyes. Okay, And I'm also feeling that for some of you gentlemen, she might even work at a casino, I'm kind of seeing, or she might does something within the lottery or works in the gaming industry, okay? Or for some of you, she could even be a stand-up comedian or even a clown, okay? I'm also feeling, gentlemen, as indicated from the onset, that it makes me feel that both of you are and will feel some type of a strong soulmate type connection. And I'm seeing or picking up, um, I'm seeing two different women. I'm seeing a very slim woman who's very curvy, as well as a very one that's perhaps a bit heavier. Okay, um, it looks like the slim one appears very striking, and I'm kind of picking up shit. Possibly this woman might even be a switchboard operator or decoder or diagnostician of some sort. Okay. Once again, I'm also feeling that that's why I said it seems to be more than one woman in this reading. So I'm feeling that this woman again appears very sure of herself and very family oriented, gentlemen, and very grounded. And I feel that, as I already indicated, she's a bit heavier and perhaps of stocky built, okay? And somewhat introverted, okay? And she might even teleworks or something of that nature. Or again, she might do something related to real estate or maybe be a landlord or landlady of some sort, okay? So, gentlemen, I've examined those cards, and I just wanted to give you a bit more parting advice, and we're going to go on and get started first with the message that I received here from Doreen's Virtues deck, the Romance Angels. So we have this deception card, so it certainly shows within your situation, which, as I indicated, is going to be valid until the end of the month. There appears to be some deception that seems to be going on, and someone, as this card denotes, is wearing uh, a false self mask, you know, in your relationship. So this card is kind of asking you to kind of open your eyes and kind of remove your rose-colored glasses and really see and take things for what it is, for what they are. Okay? And with this next card here, you have that flirt card there, and that kind of is encouraging you, gentlemen, to perhaps if your relationship may have soured, perhaps maybe, flirting and kind of, revisiting the different things or approach that you used to kind of do to kind of win over the woman that you kind of want. Maybe you want to start back doing those things to reignite the fire, or alternatively, you might want to just go on and just try to extend that out to others and just to flirt with others and open yourself up more for more romance, okay? Next, I decided to select two cards from Sylvia Brown's deck. And the message here, gentlemen, is to, kind of be adventurous. Again, kind of connecting with this flirt card here and kind of do something different to kind of keep your spark alive. If it's in an existing relationship, perhaps, maybe once again, you might want to just, reignite that passion that you once felt. But again, you do have this element of deception, so you really just need to really make a decision. And gentlemen, to be really proud of of yourself, because this card is indicating that you certainly were proud that you were brave enough to kind of come to this challenging place that we call Earth. So you're here to learn, and once you learn the lesson, it might be just time to just move on. Okay? And last but not least, gentlemen, I decided to go on and select a card from Colette Barron's Reads that. And the message, gentlemen, that kind of came up for this is also along the lines with the same message that I've already been suggesting to you guys. And that's the risk. So this card is kind of urging you to kind of, it's kind of asking you to ask yourself, has it really been worth the risk of you being in the situation that you're in? Or does your insight or your intuition tells you that maybe you might want to be patient or you might want to move on? So the lesson of this card is just, is asking you, are you really willing to kind of learn a lesson of defeat, gentlemen, and surrender to the promise of unknown potential? So this card is kind of asking you to kind of pray for what you're kind of seeking, but it's also kind of asking you to kind of revisit, the questions that I really just posed to you. Is the situation really worth it? And what is your inner insight telling you? So, gentlemen, this is what I have for you. This reading is valid until the end of this month. Gentlemen, if it has resonated with you, go on and give it a big thumbs up. If you've yet to subscribe, please take a few moments to do so now. Gentlemen, if you'd like a more personalized reading, you can contact me at WAT61073 at gmail.com. Do enjoy your day, gentlemen, and once again, happy birthday.